Alexander Titov, who is a Russian analyst and lecturer at Queen's University in Belfast, joins us now for some more analysis. First of all, just how influential are these wealthy individuals?
Well, I think you have to look at case-by-case basis. Some are more influential than others. People who are close to Putin have obviously his ear. They have more opportunity to influence him, and their business interests are closely interlinked with the state interests as well. Others are less influential. I'd imagine the more closer to Putin you are, you would be under the sanctions for much longer, so you have much less exposure to the West. The less influential you are, you'd be having more invested in the West, and those are less influential oligarchs are now paying the price for being too reliant on the West by having all their assets seized.
Can the sanctions from the West really make any difference to their access to their wealth?
Well, obviously they have made that the most of the wealth inaccessible, that one which was stored in the West. And those oligarchs who have invested heavily, Alpha Group people like Friedman and Avan, Abramovich, of course, some others, they have multi-million assets frozen. I mean, it's not just yachts and mansions, but Chelsea Football Club, which is a multi-billion-dollar investment, has been seized by the British authorities, effectively. Likewise, all the assets been frozen for some of the oligarchs who are in London, who are complaining that they only have a couple of £1,000 allowed to spend a month, which is means nothing to them. So yeah, no, of course it's affecting them a lot. The question is why are you doing it? Is whether you're trying to influence Putin, which is obviously irrelevant to him, or whether you're trying to just punish them for the sake of being rich Russians. So which is also a popular motive, I guess.
And with bearing all of that in mind, how much influence can they have on President Putin now? Is he really going to listen to them?
Well, no. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, anybody would, thinking that he would. I don't think either they were kind of completely mistaken. But I think that that's probably nobody even thought they would be mistaken. Would be influenced by him. The key here, of course, is that, well, there's kind of just general resentment against Russian elites. I think there is maybe some misguided perception that they would overthrow Putin, which completely misplaced. But I think more broadly, it's sort of just a general assault on Russian elites and on Russian economy, and they are as a kind of more high-profile, easily identifiable and also kind of easily understood and written about in newspapers and so forth with headlines. That the assets seized are very good targets for this broader assault on Russian economy through sanctions. So they're bearing the brunt of it.
So really, with regards to influence in this ongoing dispute, it's probably not really going to have much of an impact.
No, and I think Putin, when he was re-elected in 2012, he instituted this policy of renationalization of elites. He was kind of been talking about 10 years of the need to bring back the wealth back to Russia. They were creating various amnesties, capital amnesties, inside offshore zones in Russia to kind of register businesses and so forth. And apparently, during his meeting straight after the start of the war with the big business in closed sessions, he was castigating them, that saying like, I told you to bring back the wealth back to Russia, that I told you can't trust the West. Now you have to kind of face the consequences. So far as he is concerned, he's been warning them for a long time. It's if they lose the wealth, it's their fault.
It's their fault.
He does not care about them.
Alexander Titov, we appreciate your analysis. Thanks so much for joining us here on the NewsHour.